Good afternoon, guys. Yes, it's still G Goat once again. And this topic is a short topic. I am looking for your responses on the amount of money the United States invest in foreign wars and arms battles. I want to talk about this new episode. I'm titling it A Country Lost in Its Own Governmental Structure. The reason why I've selected that title is because, every time we turn around, there's a new person in charge of the government, and each one supposedly wants to outdo what the last one did. If we keep fighting ourselves, we're never going to get anywhere. It's just not going to work. We need to have a solid, this is my opinion, but we need to have a solid structure, a solid game plan for controlling our country and dealing with foreign countries in whatever resources or military aid or assistance and help in terms of disasters, disaster recoveries, and so forth and so on. And, I just think we just spend too much money, and there should be another way, a diplomatic way of resolving or getting the resources we might need from other countries rather than participating in some war, whether physically by putting our men on the ground or by offering some sort of military support. So this is what this episode is about, and I will link it to my college that I was attending, and let's see, how the students reply to it, and you as well. So this episode is A Country Lost in Its Own Governmental Structure, Racing for Control, Desperate for Resources, and Drowning in Debt. While attempting to hold its own reputation and respect throughout the world, the United States is playing a dangerous game. This is my opinion, guys. The United States has spent an unprecedented amount of money on the war in Ukraine, going against the rules of NATO and its members. Because if I'm not mistaken, I don't even think Ukraine is a part of NATO, okay? We are just about at the point where it may have made more sense to purchase Ukraine with protection as part of an agreement. I don't know if that's even possible, but, with the amount of money that we've spent, and I'm thinking based on some websites that I've visited and some research that I've done, it looks like we might be approaching close to the $200 billion mark. I mean, I'm sure that's probably not enough to purchase a country, but at least, it could get our foot in the door in a peaceful, diplomatic way. This is what I'm hoping, without all of this senseless killing of babies, kids, children, and people, so forth and so on. We are just about at the point where, yes, this would have probably made more sense, to offer this protection, in which many lives, could have been saved. I'm just against killing. I'm just against killing innocent people and so forth and so on. It may be possible at the first sit down, being the first possibly to sit down with Ukraine might give us some sort of leverage. Do note, I had no idea that this next article I'm about to share with you on the site, look in the description, even existed. This was just a thought on my mind. So it appears that I'm not too far off from my way of thinking, and I really like to hear, how you guys feel about it, because there are a lot of wars, going on around the world. And I don't believe that's the only solution. I believe there's a lot better way to resolve these issues and resources. We have to respect other people. We have to respect their country. We have to respect their resources. And if they want what we have, we negotiate. And if we want what they have, they negotiate. If they set a price, you either pay it or you keep it moving. That's the way it's done in America, and that's the way it should be done worldwide. We can't live by that rule, but, choose another rule to try to take over a country and dominate their resources based on war and fighting and killing. That can't be the solution, guys. It just can't, and it makes me feel sad to know that my country, with all the intelligent people and the Ivy League schools we have here and all the intelligent people that we have in this country, that we couldn't come up with a better solution and a better way of negotiating and getting resources for other countries. So I just want to throw that out there. It's just a little small thing I want to throw out there. It's, personally, my opinion. There may be other reasons why. I'm not that deeply into politics to say, but I do know that, killing of innocent people and lives, to me, just not the answer. And maybe there could have been a better way. And I think that our country should look for that better way, being the United States of America. Okay? That's it for today. This is your pod host, OG Goat, and we're signing off.